It's like a block of, I don't know.
What does that look like to you?
Okay. What flavor is that?
Cucumber. My score kind of has dipped as the more I ate it.
Your eyes are watering.
Yeah, so it's quite. Let's grab some snacks to take back to New Zealand. And we'll see how they are once we get back there. Chinese snacks!
Yes.
Tony!
Woo!
You're a guest on 2 Cents on Tour. This is my Chinese channel.
Wow, what a thrill it is to be here. It really is. Highlight of my career.
Yeah, we usually do a rugby podcast editor, but today we're going to try some Chinese food, which I brought back all the way from China.
Yeah, I can't smell anything through the...
It's all packaged. New Zealand immigration won't let you through with anything which is kind of fresh.
You couldn't bring anything particularly freaky. But
not too bad. We've got some animal products. We've got some candy. We've got some savory.
Is any of this going to give me explosive diarrhea?
That's for kind of part 2 to find out the results. You been to China? No.
No, I have not been to China.
You have been to Malaysia.
I have been to Malaysia and some other places.
So you've tried some kind of interesting...
Yeah, I'm not your kind of Westerner who just goes and goes, oh, I'm not trying that. I don't mind trying a few things. You know, experimental.
Okay, well, we've got some stuff here, which is, I'll explain it as we go through it, but some of it's kind of, pretty tame, and some of it maybe a little more kind of less common for a New Zealand palate.
Well, none of it looks familiar.
Okay.
There's no pattern recognition here. Like, this looks like a block of, I don't know, some sort of, some sort of dung that's been...
What does that look like to you?
It doesn't look like edible. Well, I guess it sort of does. Maybe it's like a bit of tofu that's been caramelized.
There you go. It is tofu.
Hey!
Look at you. That's the first one we're going to go with. But first, we are going to try some milk tea.
I've watched your channel.
You've watched my China channel.
Yeah, and this is...
This is the common occurrence, right? Me buying a bottle of this stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I usually buy it on pretty hot days.
Yes.
I feel like it's a hot weather drink. Today's winterish, but it's not real brisk, so it might go down well. This is the one that I actually bought here in New Zealand.
Okay, right.
Everything else I brought with me in my suitcase, but this one I genuinely went
to the China
supermarket.
But does it look legit? Does it look like
it's the same stuff.
It's the stuff.
This is
What's
stuff.
it called?
It's called asamu.
Asamu. Yeah, the out of the arse of Pete Samu.
That's a rugby reference.
Yeah, there you go.
So we'll get you started on this stuff. I'll just pour you a kind of
I'll say when there if I can.
a small portion in case you're not big on it. But,
is this going to look like what's going to come out of me later? Is that what we're in for?
We've got a few browns. We do have a few browns amongst the snacks. So
some browns amongst the snacks.
Cheers. Some asamu.
Slanger.
Refreshing.
It's perfectly pleasant.
Really?
Yeah, it's sweet, it's nice, it's milky. What's not to like?
Here we go. That's a winner. Winner milk tea dinner.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing...
Right. Well, I'm glad you like the milk tea because that's probably what you're going to use as your chaser if any of the stuff doesn't particularly sit that well with you. Let's start with the tofu.
Okay.
This is, I think it basically says...
This looks like a...
Yeah, maybe we need some kind of tool to get into these things. There doesn't seem to be a kind of open here thing. It's
You just watch us try and open this for the next... Go get some scissors.
Okay.
I'll entertain the people.
It says it's spicy.
Oh, really? And my little spicy spice? Okay, right. So it's like
I believe it says it's kind of like soy sauce flavored, and it says like kind of fragrant, spicy flavor. So this is our tofu.
I'm going to birth this one. You want to see me birth it over here? Oh. Look at that.
Right, so
yeah.
Cheers. We'll give it a rating. Oh, what was the rating for the milk tea out of 10? What would you give it?
I'll give that a 7.2.
7.2.
Yeah, hold on.
Ooh, I can smell this thing before I...
Well, maybe I shouldn't have done that. It was ruined my palate. Oh, yeah.
Pretty fragrant.
Yeah, very soy.
Shit. In your mouth, Mark. You're so...
Can't say it. The words I want to call you then, I can't say.
That's not too spicy.
Not at all.
It's just like a block of tofu.
Oh. Chewy.
It's kind of...
I want to say the chickeny kind of flavour.
It's more firm than I expected.
Well,
Apparently it's quite slippery as well. There we go. Well,
I'll give this a 5. I wouldn't buy it.
I'm going to give it another 7.
You're going to give it a 7?
Okay. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
It's a little bit... I'm going to back off 6.5 because it's a little bit Play-Doh-y on the outside. A little bit of Play-Doh-y.
The texture is quite hard. I'm used to having smoker, which is a bit softer. Maybe that's because
it's a good old chew, though. Why does it
go with it? Right, second one.
Nothing like carrying the plow. Sweet milk.
We're going to have to share this one because I only brought 1 pack.
That's okay.
Eel shreds.
Yum.
Now, it's lucky I went with the eel because they had multiple meats to choose from, like dried meats and,
I had a hankering for some eel shreds today, so this is good.
When I went through immigration to come back to New Zealand, they said no chicken, no beef allowed. And I said, what about eel? And they said, eel's fine.
I love it. It says here, the smell of the deep sea. That's what I've always wanted. The smell of the deep sea is what it says on there.
It does say that. And it says that in Chinese as well.
Wow.
All right. This might be another...
It looks like a lot of chili flakes all that. That looks hot.
This one does have a kind of orange sauciness around the bag. Does this one open? Oh, look at this one. Don't need scissors. It's already got 1 point more than the tofu.
Yeah.
The fact that it's easy to open.
You're rating it on ease of open.
Well, I mean, if I was taking this traveling, I'm not going to have scissors with me.
Yes, sir.
Unless we're just morons and didn't open it at a certain point.
That was like good.
Quite possibly. All right, help yourself to some...
It looks like kind of white baity. Yeah.
It's a small fish in New Zealand.
Oh. Okay.
Let's grab a handful of eel. It tastes like seafood. And that's got some kick to it.
It does taste like the sea of the deep. Deep of the sea. All right. That's good, but that's yummy.
I like that. It's very, very... Just tastes like fish, really. Very fish flavored, which is kind of surprising. Yeah. This one says it's spicy, but has nothing on it. This one...
That wasn't detectable. That has a nice little kick.
Not overpowering, but...
Just nice. I'm going to have some more. Look at that.
It's going for seconds.
You know me. Well, that's good.
Not bad, eh? I'll give that an 8.
I haven't had a dunga yet.
No. So far, so good.
As soon as it said the smell of the deep sea,
you were in.
I was concerned at that way.
I might have to give it a 9 because of the ease of opening for the packet.
Wow.
So there you go. This is probably my winner. We've still got a lot to go, but that's my winner so far. Eel shreds.
I'm going to give it a 7.95.
What was keeping it away from being an 8?
There's more to have, and I didn't want.
What do you reckon this is?
But nice, maybe an 8. I'll give it an 8. I reckon that is...
This one doesn't have any English on it. Oh, it says cooker.
I reckon it's some sort of sweet pastry with some sort of filling wrapped in seaweed.
Yeah, the seaweed part's definitely correct.
Okay.
It says it is seaweed wrapped, like a seaweed wrap of like a meat floss.
Meat floss? Like one of these kind of flosses, or like...
When you do the honest, I opened the last one.
Yeah.
We have to share this one as well. I only bought 1 pack.
It's okay, mate.
Meat floss.
Not like... No, I want more. Okay.
Meat floss was a big thing, a lot of Chinese baked goods.
Look at this. Look at the state. Get that up. And don't spell them, Tones. But look at those.
Tasty looking.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. They look like
little sushi rolls.
Tiny little sushi rolls, like little... Kind of want to... Okay, should we go?
Yeah.
Kind of want to, like...
It's harder than I expected. That feels really hard. It's rock hard. Like...
It's not the only thing that's rock hard at the moment.
All right, well, cheers.
There we go.
Oh, crispy. Is that sweet or savory? It's a bit of both.
Nothing about this is what I expected.
In a good way or a bad way.
It's not bad. It's like a kind of biscuity kind of sweet treat.
I expected it to be more savory. When I think seaweed, I don't really think sweet.
This is what I described when I saw it. They said it was like a pastry sort of thing with a sweet thing in the middle. I don't know where the meat is. Where's the meat?
It's meat floss.
Where's the meat? What part of the animal is the floss?
You probably don't want to know.
Yeah.
It's like chicken nuggets, don't ask.
Okay, well,
That's a really hard flavour to place.
Well, not unpleasant, though.
That's all right.
I'm going to give that a 7.2.
I'm also going to give it a 7. We haven't had anything bad yet.
No, I was expecting it all to be rancid.
The video is going to be much better if everything's awful, but so far it's been pretty good.
You've tried some of this.
Yeah, I've never tried the eel before. Okay. If I have tried these little seaweed roll thingies, it's not for a long time.
These just look like chips, yeah? Right.
Lay's chips.
Okay. What flavour is that?
Cucumber. I think you can buy these here in NZ, but this pack genuinely brought back from China. This is not like some export model.
This is the real thing.
It's the real deal.
This is interesting. Usually you get the... What is that? See, usually when you get one of these, it comes out all stacked up like
Pringles.
Like Pringles, but look how this
it comes with a little plastic container. That's bad for the environment.
Hold up the camera. So you got a little...
There you go. Comes in its own little container. Shouldn't it just... What's the point of this? I guess to stop the chips from getting broken.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take...
Still a couple of chips.
A couple of chips here. Cheers.
Cucumber.
It was odd.
Do you like cucumber?
I do like cucumber. And it generally has a cucumbery kind of taste.
If you were blindfolded and asked you what flavour it was, do you reckon you would have got cucumber?
No, probably not. But now I know it's...
Cucumber, you can taste the cucumber.
Yeah. But yeah, not bad. It's chips, eh? I'd eat those.
Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of cucumber, but...
I'd smash. I'm going back for more.
Loves the cucumber. He's been addicted. Lay's is probably the biggest chip brand in China. They have lots of flavors, but I figured cucumber was a good one to try.
It wasn't bad. There's lots of chips in the world, isn't there?
There are lots of chip flavors. They don't do really salted. They don't do chicken. They don't do salt and vinegar, but they do like
I'm glad they don't do chicken. Chicken sucks.
What's wrong with chicken?
Chicken's ass.
Next.
These are crab roe flavor sunflower seeds.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Former food model. Oh, these are little itty bitty things.
Yeah, sunflower seeds. Oh man, look at you change the oven. Oh my gosh,
It's not bad.
perfectly fine.
It's just like a salty snack.
For that 7.2.
I think so. There's nothing particularly special about it.
No,
But there's nothing wrong with it.
nothing can blame.
Everything's just a 7. Life is fine. Nothing great.
Good.
Nothing went wrong.
Everything was sweet.
It's just fine.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
And I'm sitting here smashing my little milk tea.
there you go. Have yourself some more.
Oh, fabulous.
Now, this one's kind of a bonus round one. I didn't buy this one. This is a packet of basically dried peas.
Yeah, like similar dried peas that you kind of have in a mix of nuts.
It says, Tea Chow, when you meet snacks.
I love to meat snacks.
There's nothing to follow that up. Just when you meet snacks.
Make them snacks.
This one I didn't buy, but I got it given to me when I rode first class on the high-speed rail in China. Like, if you ride second class, you get nothing.
La-dee-da.
If you ride first class, you get a wee little snack assortment, including some dried peas.
Okay, cool.
These ones, I believe, don't have any particular flavoring on them.
Awesome.
Like, they're not like garlic flavored or something. I think they are garlic flavored. That's garlic.
Yeah, it's garlic.
I don't think these are my preferred. I think if I have these, my wife is going to ask me to kind of stand a meter away from her when I breathe.
Yeah, they're odorous.
They're quite garlicky.
Then
They're not bad.
They're not bad. Well, I'm with you. Like, wouldn't be my go-to snack. I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Yeah, it's like a 6. I think apart from the tofu, that's my least favorite. So that kind of takes a bit away from these ones because these are garlic flavored peas.
Smash these, eh? Come on. This can be the big pea battle. Who's going to win the pea battle? Is it T-Shao? Or what's it say?
I can't read it.
This little bit of is that language?
That's the brand, but I can't read it. It's all in very cursive writing.
Okay. And then we'll call them the cursive peas.
Cursive peas.
They're a little bit. These ones look more oily.
Right.
you want to get a
Oh, they are.
oily?
The other ones were really dry. These ones look very oily.
Oh.
They definitely feel oily.
Not bad.
Which one would you prefer? I think I like the first one better.
These ones are a bit messier. They're a bit more something going on. I'm gonna give that one a 6.8. So
6.8.
Yeah, this one's 6.5. But I don't like the cleanup. So maybe they're even. I prefer the taste. I prefer the less messy.
You're a lazy man.
It's true. True. All right, where are we up to now?
We are up to
What are these things? Herbal jelly.
Herbal jelly.
Is this gonna? How high am I gonna get up there? Is this gonna send me on a spaceship?
On a journey we've never been before.
I've got things to do after this. Herbal jelly. Okay, herbs. Oh, that does not look pleasant.
Look at that.
Look at that. It just looks like a little bottle of tar.
There's a black sauce, just got a brownie sauce running off the lid.
There's no distinct odor. So just put it up to the mouth and push it in.
Just like when you give the kids those jellies.
Okay, there we go. Here we go. This is a pleasant. Well, oh, my whole thing.
I couldn't get mine all out. It's pretty bland.
I don't think I'm a jelly guy.
There's not a real strong flavour to it.
I found that an unpleasant experience. So,
Oh no.
I'm going to have that 4.
Is it just based on the colour?
No, I went hard on it. I think I overdid it. I maybe get a nice little teaspoon, just sort of go dink away on it. It's almost like a palate cleanser.
Right, I think so. There's nothing particularly...
It's sticking with me. It's like I just feel like I've been violated in some sort of way.
It's pretty neutral, though.
So I gave it a 4. I'm actually going to give that a. That was not fun. I'm going to give it a 2.5. Jelly wasn't fun for me.
I'll give it a 4. There's nothing much to it.
Yeah. What we got here?
This
they can't see it when you do.
Oh yeah, this is bonus round number 2.
Oh.
Because this is the other snack they gave me on the train. We're going to have to share this cookie. It says oolong tea cookie.
Oh,
so tea flavored cookie.
Yeah.
This is like kind of
broken.
Yeah, they broke it.
Oh, thanks.
This is kind of like the most tame thing on the menu, maybe, because biscuits are everywhere. We just don't usually get tea flavored. This is like a shortbread biscuit.
6.
6.
It's just
nothing special. It's a biscuit.
It's a biscuit.
Who buys shortbread biscuits?
I'm giving it a 6 because it's not a blizzard, but it doesn't feel particularly Chinese.
Right. This one is a kind of plum.
I thought, well, that's a plums.
Yeah, kind of plum.
Like a dried plum.
Yeah. I don't know if it's got a stone. Right.
Well, it looks like on the thing it's got a...
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Ooh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to see that coming out of you.
It looks like a dried plum. That's what plums are. Prune. It's like a prune. It's prunes.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Okay. Didn't mean to touch prunes with you.
It's got a stone.
Oh.
That's
Not what I expected.
that's not bad. Okay. You're strong though.
Maybe it's on quality taste. Oh.
Good job, Mark. It's actually, the more I chew it, it's quite strong.
No, it's like sweet and sour
Yeah.
and slimy. And just kind of, it's almost clearing some airway.
Yeah, I feel like that would wake you up in the morning if you had that.
Yeah, I'm not a huge guy on that one. I'm gonna give that a 4.5.
My score kind of has dipped as the more I ate it.
Your eyes are watering.
Yeah, it's quite strong. Maybe I'll have a cucumber this time.
I might have some floss. No, fucking floss. Sorry, my language.
Right, we're continuing with the fruity theme. This one is a sour, like dried date thing.
It's got a fun little guy.
He looks happy. He's like a little Tarzan, a little man with a spear. He eats these, and he hunts in the jungle.
Absolutely. So it must be good. Yeah.
Sour date flavor. I'm not sure if it's actually got real dates in it because I don't think dates are quite this shape.
So, here we go. And then it's got another additional wrapper.
Oh, there, look at that. Lucky you spotted that. So I was just going to... It might be just rice paper, though. It might be.
No, I'm struggling.
Yeah, it's rice paper, so it's edible. You can eat it.
All right.
Just checking it's not plastic. It's rice paper.
I remember when I was a kid.
That's a familiar flavor.
There were those things that we would, but there was those other biscuits that my grandparents would have, and it used to be like, kind of like a very, very savory kind of biscuit outer, and had one of these sort of things in the middle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're called. Yeah, fine. Give that a 7. 6.5 for me. But my ratings have got harsher.
You have.
What with the jelly set me on a path, right? That's definitely the loser.
Pathway of negativity. This one's got the most provocative name in that it says like exploding sauce taro, like sticky rice.
That's what
it's sticky rice with like I guess taro flavored sauce in the middle.
I used to put that on my Tinder profile.
There you go.
Exploding sauce.
Exploding.
There we go. It's a strange. This does not look like anything that naturally occurs in nature.
I don't think you can buy this at the local New Zealand supermarket somehow. Doesn't really have a strong smell.
What is it?
It's a sticky rice with exploding taro.
So I guess you've got to chuck it all in to get the explosion. Explode away.
There's no explosion. Well, there's the taro.
It tastes like something I would have in Malaysia. There's lots of strange textural stuff.
Right. It's slightly sweet.
Quite viscous in the mouth.
We're going to be chewing for a long time.
Sticking to areas of my mouth I haven't visited for a while. But inoffensive.
A little bit bland.
But fine.
Very chewy.
Okay. So we're getting into the sweet stuff now, aren't we?
We've only got 2 left. And these are the
my stomach.
sweets.
This is not what I was expecting at like sort of 10 in the morning eating. We could have eaten a bit of stuff, yeah.
We have.
What do we got here, champ?
This is like little cake pieces with a chocolate and milky sauce.
A chocolate and milky sauce.
Yeah, it's a mixture. It's
All
got
right.
the brown and it's got the white.
Don't mix your browns and whites.
And you're doing your washing?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. I think look like they're nuts.
I think they're little cakey pieces. I don't think they're nuts. They kind of look like nuts.
I don't know. If you're this close to me, you probably hear lots of me googling over here. I'm having one just to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of those pokey. Like those Japanese pokey sticks where you dip them in. It's like a little sweet stick that you dip into like a chocolate sauce. Just kind of like that. Is it pocky? Your red packet? Never had them.
Never had them.
Okay.
I'm leaving you hanging out on a limb here, aren't I? But
you know,
like chocolate eggs. Crunchy.
It's like Nutella.
I'll give that
That's like a 6.5.
I'll give it a 7.2.
Like my kids would probably like this.
It's children's food.
Yeah, that's children's food. Right, lucky last.
Filling them full of crap.
This is China's most famous candy.
It's a white rabbit.
White rabbit. How about milk flavored candy?
I'm
milky
looking at
candy.
So it's like a milk bottle.
Kind of, but it's probably a bit chewier, and it does have rice paper on it, so that's not plastic. You can. So
you've had these before?
I've had these before. You can eat this pup.
Okay, right. I'm struggling to open mine. That's how special I am.
It's tricky business.
It is tricky business. Oh, it's hard. I'll lose a denture here.
This is the kind of candy that if you want to remove some fillings, this is probably the one.
I'm going to go a slow and easy approach on this and stick away. This is fun, but it's true, guys. True. Try and work through it. Try not to bite off more than I can chew. Right? But yeah, in terms of flavour, very efficient.
It's milky.
Like a milk bottle.
Mm-hmm. We have milk bottle candies here, which is yellow, which are soft.
Oh, they can get hard too.
No, good.
And I quite like the design of this.
The little white rabbit. You say white rabbits on the first of the month for good luck, or was that just my mum was talking about?
That sounds like a dawn thing. I've never heard of it before. Oh, look at that.
I'm still chewing.
I'm right up, and that. I was trying to fuse my top jaw and my bottom jaw together.
Doesn't want you to talk.
No. Finally, something to shut me up.
What score are you giving it?
Well, I've got a lot of sevens.
Yeah. We need a decision.
I'm going to give it a 7. Well, I think my winner, though. You tell me your winner first, eh?
If I was going to buy one of these again, if I'm going on a train, going to have a snack and I want something just to munch on, I am probably going to go maybe the chips. That's just because I'm a
boring white guy.
Or if I'm feeling a little bit more exotic, I'm going to go for the eagle.
Look, there were a few in here that were like silent achievers, really. The peas are, I don't know, but the crab rice flavored sunflower seeds were totally inoffensive.
Mm-hmm.
Biscuit, whatever that was. What was the first thing? The jelly was a real low point. Did not enjoy that. But
the first thing we tried was the tofu.
This was interesting.
Right.
Definitely not a winner, but not as bad as it could have been. But yeah, I'm not averse to eating chips on a bus, or anywhere for that matter. It doesn't have to be a bus. But look, I'm going to give it to the eel shreds with the winner for me. Nice little kick, kind of moorish, chewy, like felt fishy. I really did feel like I was at the bottom of the ocean, and
to the deep sea.
Whoever's doing that, they should keep doing it.
What do you think Kiwis are going to think if they see you sitting there on the bus eating some eel shreds? They're going to think, oh, want me some of that? Or are they going to think, oh, he smells like fish?
Yeah, they're going to think, jeez, who let one rip? No, I don't think that's going to... New Zealanders won't say anything to you.
Right. We're a very quiet people when it comes to confronting strangers doing things we don't like.
Yeah, but they'll be thinking, ooh, look.
Well, that's a bit different.
Who eats fish on a bus?
Exactly.
You want some? Have some fish. Did you like these? Yeah, that was the producer.
Just telling us to wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Well, thank you for that, Mark. That was lovely.
Well, thank you for being
being
my guinea pig. There was nothing really offensive there. There was the jelly was your least favorite.
It was the way I consumed it. I went all in, and then it was just in my mouth, and I didn't know what to do with it.
No, not a big fan of the old prune.
Yeah, didn't love. No, the prune was an unpleasant experience too. It was a bit much for all of it. Really, it was very strong and slimy. Strong and slimy. That was what your epitaph will be. Here lies Mark Morgan, strong and slimy.
Strong and slimy.
Wasn't that strong? Very slimy.
Yeah. Right. Well, thank you.
Well done.
We'll do this again sometime. Next time we go to China, I'll bring back some snacks. Let us know what snacks I should have brought back.
Watch our podcast too.
The truth is about rugby. 2 cents gets distracted.
It's a rugby podcast.
I literally just grabbed some stuff at the shop. I was on my last day, just filled the bag full of stuff. But next time, let us know what else I should bring.
Like and subscribe.